All right. So, what do I mean by no association? It's like this. Small talk to me is almost to the point of being agitating to me. It's very close to that. I understand that we have to communicate to one another. We say hello when we answer the phone. We say I'll see you later. We say hi, bye, how are you doing? Good morning, things like that. But besides talking about how I was talking about wiping the slate clean every time you go to sleep and wake up, because we all have a choice. We can all wipe the slate clean if we want, if we think that we're wiping the slate clean. But this is not what I mean by the change that I talked about in the last video. I just ask people, what do we think has changed since a couple hours ago? And when you wake up again, oh, hi, good morning again. And look, I don't have a problem with people saying good morning. It's just, for me, it's the repetition of it. It's the insanity of it being over and over and over again. Like, people just say the same things all the time. It's like, instead of saying good morning or hello, and I know this sounds crazy to a lot of people, but you have to understand where I'm coming from with this. Instead of saying that, why don't you say, hey, look what I did last night. Look what I did last night in my free time. Hey, come here. I want to show you something that I got going over here. What do you think about this? You see, I'm to the point where, what association do I have? And I know this might be a lot of people out there. I'm not saying this to offend people. I'm not saying this to get anybody mad or pissed off. But I'm just saying, what association do I have? Even though I sit on my ass, I'm sitting in a chair now, and I'm about to get ready because I have to go to my grandfather's thing. It's not a viewing or a funeral. It's just something that, the pastor's going to speak and say something, and we're going to be there, and everybody's going to get together. And look, that's fine. But it's just the small talk of it all. It's just the repetition of it all that drives me nuts. And I'm asking myself, why am I going to have any association with people that are doing absolutely nothing at all in their life at this point? They have nothing to offer. They have it, it's almost like I said, it's not that those people are not me, and I'm not sitting here judging those people. I'm not saying that these people are this or that. That's not for me to say. That's for them to look at themselves, back at themselves. But I know for me, it's almost like the only people I want to be around anymore and I want to associate myself with anymore are people that either have something going for them, or they are someone that looks into things. They are logical thinkers. Uh they are people that are brutally honest with themselves. It's like, at this point, I have no time to waste with these kinds of things. It's a complete waste of my time. It's a complete waste of my time. I don't care if someone says, "Oh, hi." But when we say hi to each other, do we really mean when we say hi? Do we really mean when we tell somebody, "How are you doing?" Do we really mean that shit when we say these things? Do we really mean when we say, um, I promise I'll be there tomorrow and I'll see you tomorrow? It's like we're just saying these things to get someone to think that that's what it is. And It's the double-edged sword of everything. It's the double-edged sword of small talk. There's a bad side, a side that I just cringe at, and I want nothing to do with. But then there's a little part of it that's okay if it's not done in excess. It's like, okay, you say, oh, hey, Nate, I haven't seen you for a while. What you been up to there? And then you say a couple things and, all right, well, if you want to talk with me, let me know. I'll be over here. You see, that's fine. That's fine. But I would like to see more people, and it's just a shame. It's such a shame that in this world there isn't more people like this. It's just really, really a shame that when you come up to people, it's not like you hear anybody going, hey, let me show you something that I have going for myself. Hey, look at what I'm doing here. Hey, look at this thing that I got going, or this thing I'm working on, or something that I'm doing in this world, in this life. You know, and I understand. A lot of people go to work, they come home, and they're tired, and they want to relax, and they want to do their thing. I have no problem with that. I'm talking about people that just sit around all day long, and then they expect other people to do for them, or to say something to them, or show them something that they're not even doing themselves, and then they expect everybody else to do what they're not even doing. See, this is what pisses me off. This is what agitates me. This is the hypocrisy that it almost makes my blood boil. I'll be honest. And I know there's a lot of people out there that they sit around, they don't do too much of anything. They watch movies, they play video games. Listen, if that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm not coming at you because you do that. I'm just saying, do you and I expect others to give you something, or to bring something to you that you're not even bringing to the table yourself? There's actually some people out there that they want you to acknowledge and associate and do all these things with them, and they haven't even made a video on YouTube. They haven't even spoke. They haven't even showed who they are. They kind of hide behind everything, and they're not willing to put themselves out there, and they wonder why they're having all of these things. They're wondering why they're in the shadows of everything, and they're so lonely, and nothing's going on in their lives, because they're hiding in fear, some people. And why do we do this to ourselves, y'all? Why do we do this? And see, I'm going to put this out there in this video. I do what I do on this channel because I want to serve other people, as well as while I'm serving myself, while I'm looking at myself, while I'm telling myself these things. I always wanted to serve other people. I always wanted to reach out and do those kinds of things. But when I'm seeing that nobody really has anything going, nobody's really doing anything for themselves, nobody is really talking about anything, they're not letting anything be known, that they're not expressing themselves or saying, hey, this is me and this is who I am, and this is, I'm having this thing go on in my life, and I'm doing this to reach out to other people because I'm this way and I don't want to be this way anymore. If I can't see other people doing any of that stuff, then how can I associate? How can I relate? How can I possibly want to collaborate or do anything with anybody out there? And I'm talking about the whole world. Like, it's just, I'm just to the point where I do not have any time to waste at all. I am not going to waste my time on stupid, irrelevant, lazy, irresponsible, irrational, just all kinds of things. I'm not going to waste my time on that anymore in my life. I don't have much time here, and I want to make the best out of it while I can. I want to pass the torch to another person or somebody. I want to start planting seeds here. You see, we all talk about how bad the world is. We all talk about how miserable we are and we're sick and tired of this and that, but none of you are willing to change anything. And I have to say you. I have to say you. And I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about the whole world. You know, we sit and we complain and we mock other people, we scorn other people, criticize other people. But are we doing that to ourselves? Are we pointing the finger back at us and looking at us and saying, well, what am I doing here? And I just expect everybody to want me to come along with them when they have absolutely nothing that they're doing. And it's like, don't we understand? It doesn't matter if you have a whole bunch of material things or you're rich or have money. It doesn't mean because somebody does not have money or a ton of things that they can show you or material things that they brainwashed us into thinking anyway and indoctrinated us with. You know, we all see people as, I want to follow and be a part of the guy that has everything, even though I'm not doing anything. And I'm not saying this. See, it's very hard to get this across because it's going to be people that understand contradiction, that understand hypocrisy, that understand that, look, I am sick and tired of being this way for myself. I will not live this way. I'm not going to keep feeding into what the rest of the crowd does just because they're doing it and it makes me feel comfortable. And it's just a lot of the times when we're comfortable, it's just us being lazy. It's us not being productive with anything. And look, everybody has a different way to do something here. You're not going to do it how I do it. I'm not going to do it how you do it. Nobody's going to do it the same, y'all. And I do these videos because I actually do love y'all out there. I actually do metaphorically love you. I don't like using the word love because that's a very touchy, indoctrinated word that I don't like using. Even though I say it myself, I tell my mom, my dad, my brother, every time I talk with them, I say I love you because I don't know if I'm going to see them again, and that will make me feel a little better because I said I love you. You know, it's just the rhetoric. It's just the words. It's the source behind saying it. It's the essence of why you say it. You know, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it's, you know, you do it to, it's just words. It's not the thing that we've been made to think that it is, though. But I do this because I care for y'all out there. You know, I actually care for your well-being. You see, I care that if you're 400 pounds, you lose 200 pounds because you're going to die of a fucking heart attack. I care for that, even though I'm not there with you physically. You know, I'm saying, look, you can't keep doing this to yourself. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You're going to fucking die of a heart attack. You're going to have an arrhythmia and you're going to fall over. Is that what you want? You know, those of you who are sitting around all day doing nothing and you're miserable, do you want to keep living like that while you're here? Do you want to keep listening to all these guys that are telling you negative stuff all the time? And I see this on most of these channels where everybody just hops right on the bandwagon of negativity, and there's all these comments and everybody just floods the comment section. It's like a barrage of criticism. It's like a barrage of throwing flames out there because you're not dealing with your own flame. You're not allowing your own flame to burn in the world. You're dulling it. You're throwing water on it. You're putting it out instead of letting it shine. Let your light shine today, brothers and sisters. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. Don't hide in that dark place too long. I know that dark place teaches you stuff, but don't hide there forever. See, most of you are addicted to the dark. You're addicted to not doing anything at all in your life and complaining and pointing the finger and saying it's everybody else's fault. I was addicted to it at one time. That's why I can tell you about it. And I was someone that actually took an honest assessment of it, and I looked at it and I got brutally honest with myself. And I took a look at it and I said, I can't live this way anymore. I'm sick and tired. I got to make a change. And that's what I mean by changing. You see, I don't have time for this same old lingo, this small talk, this everyday things that keep us paralyzed. And we're not even living life. We're not even living. We're just slowly dying and fading away. It's absolutely bonkers when you get so sick and tired of being sick and tired of things, and you're at that point, you will have no other choice but to change. I'm telling you, it's going to come for a lot of us. It's going to come for a lot of us. You know, if you don't want to, if you don't listen to me and you don't give the video a thumbs up and all that and whatever, that's cool, because I understand. I still care for you. You see, I still care. And everything that I say, if I get on anybody's shit or I say whatever it is that I say, whenever I say it because I fucking care. I care for my well-being and I care for others' well-being. But do you? If you don't care for your own well-being and others' well-being, there is something very wrong there. Very, very wrong there. Very wrong. And that's up to you to take a look at that. You know, I'm sorry, but this channel, I'm cleaning out my closet. You know, are you going to M&M with me or what? Because I'm cleaning out my closet. I'm not living that way anymore. I'm not going to go on people's channels and just jump on the negative bandwagon and just get involved with that. What is that doing for you and I? What is it doing for you and I? But then we'll go right back to complaining and bitching and arguing and talking about these kinds of things. What the fuck is it doing for any of us? And look, I don't like cursing. I've been cursing a lot lately, and that's really not me, man. That's really not me. Even though I do curse, because the tongue says a lot about somebody, but you have to understand, when I say what I say here, I'm saying it for my best interests and those who are actually listening best interests. But do they know that for themselves is the question. I'm not perfect, y'all. I know that I can be a hypocrite sometimes, how I'm telling you about going and signing up to get land, filling out an application and stuff like that, and you can plant your own seeds. You can get a cow or a chicken, and you can do that if you want to do it. You can do that if you want to do it. Don't you know that? If you have been saving up, don't go the other route and buy a home and keep paying some person for it. Go build your own home. This is all that's left here. There's nothing left. There's nothing left, but you will see further in your life, there is nothing left but the refuge and taking care of yourself and surviving somewhere. There's nothing else that's coming. Get all this bullshit out your head that somebody's coming to help or someone's going to get you out of your predicament or something is going to happen. It's like it doesn't happen that way. And I don't know why so few people see this or want to see this or want to do this for themselves. I don't understand why we don't want to help ourselves. It makes no freaking sense to me. And when I curse, That means that I'm angry at what I see somebody else doing to themselves because I know what I was doing to myself at one time, you see? And I can't expect you to change. That's what I did name the video last time. I said, you can't expect people to change. You can't think that people will change with you because that's not how it happens. But it's like, how many times do you have to keep telling a person something before they actually take it in and say, yeah, okay, I get it, or I have to change. I got to help myself here. How many times can it go before we get it? I mean, I don't know what it's going to take for some of us to actually get brutally honest with ourselves and actually make a change and get in the habit of continual change, because it's going to change regardless, right? Whether you want it to or not, things are going to change. Wake up call. It's going to change. So you can ignore me. You don't have to listen to me. You don't got to support me. You don't got to like the video. You don't got to do a damn thing. See, I say I don't care, but actually I do care. I do care because I want to reach more people. I want to get out to more people. But I can't do that if I don't have the support of people. If nobody's doing anything, if nobody's contributing anything, if I don't see anybody else doing anything, then why am I going to reach out to that person? You see, this is why people have reached out to me and asked me things, but I was honest with them. I said, I don't have an answer for you. I don't have a resolution for you. All of that is with you. It's with you. It's just, are you willing to see it in here, and are you willing to change it? Are you willing to do something about it? That's all that it comes down to. And you have to, it's baby steps that you're taking to do that. And then everybody will say, oh, you're just a motivational speaker. You know, you're just one of them guys that, oh, you don't know how bad life is and how I suffer and all this. Listen, you're not telling me nothing that I have not been through myself. I have been there and done all of that. I went through disease. I had Hep C for 17 years. I have had a brain injury. I know what it is. My head is always feeling lightheaded. My eyes always feel weird. I had my back got injured. That's what I'm going to the doctors for in the next couple days. I'm going to get a scan on my back and my chest, and I'm doing other things. I'm actually going and doing it because it needs done. And see, this is what I want to get across. This is the negative habits that we have. We keep telling ourselves, oh, well, I suffer and it's bad and everything's bad and everything's just we're gonna die anyway and everything's so horrible. See, I did the video, even though I know things are like that. Still, we have to do something while we're here. We can't just sit there and do nothing at all and let everything do what it does and say, oh, I'm not associated with any of that. See, I don't want to associate with certain things, but we can't exclude ourselves from this. We are the living, breathing organism on this planet. The planet is a living, breathing organism, and we are on it, and we are responsible for it and ourselves. That is the truth. Now, if you want to run away from that, that's your decision. If you want to go hide in a corner and live in fear and keep running and keep hating everything and everyone and whatever, I wish the best for you. I really want you to get out of that. But do you want to get out of it yourself? If I could only send my energy through the phone, if I could only give you in your mind what I'm speaking right now, if I could only, and this is the only way that I can do that. I can't do it any other way. There is no other way for me to do it. This is the only place that I have to go to actually speak my mind and to actually get brutally honest. And when I have people that are criticizing me for doing that, what is that saying about us? What is that saying about us when we can't write something in the comments to uh, give me energy, or to say, I'm with you, I support you, brother, something to lift me up instead of breaking me down. It's absolutely insane. And I know why some people do these things, because they had that happen to them sometime in their life. And this is why a lot of you are not going to like to hear this, but this is why forgiveness is a great thing, because you realize it wasn't your fault, but you forgive somebody and you move on from it, or you look at it in a different way. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to forgive or be forgiven, but I know it's a tool. Money is a tool. It's not that we worship money or put money on a pedestal and say, this is mammon to me and I'm going to look up to everybody that has that. No, it's a tool here. Forgiveness, repentance, surrender is a tool. Prayer is a tool, whether you believe in God or not. All these things people use, even people that go by this satanic stuff that everybody's, jumping on board with. I understand why you do them things, but you're really not understanding why you're getting into that ideology. You're not really understanding the root of why you're doing that. And for me to explain that, it's very hard. It's very hard to get you to understand what I mean. We are not labels here, y'all. We are individual beings that are in flesh bags that can think. That's all we are. We're flesh, blood, and bone that we think thoughts, and those thoughts are bullshit anyway. They're just tricking us into believing them anyway. Once you realize that this is all a game and it's messing with you, and even in the movie The Matrix, this is what I'm going to end with because I ain't got a lot of time. But even when Lawrence Fishburne speaks with Agent Smith, Agent Smith is actually telling the truth. He's actually calling you and I, what we really are and what most of us are, because we're not willing to change. And I'll let you go look up that scene. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the whole thing, but it's true. We are a disease. We are a plague. We are the cancer of this world. But do we see that? Do I see it? Do you see it? Do they see it? Do we see it? That's the question. And I don't want to be a cancer anymore. Now, if I am a cut, a bruise, an aching tooth, okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. I can live with that. But see, I can't live with people that are just doing absolutely nothing for the situations that they're in. They hate everyone and everything. They don't take anything upon themselves. I cannot associate with any of these people. But when I'm saying this, see, a lot of people are going to think that I'm saying this in a certain way, but I'm actually saying this because I care. I care for everybody's well-being. I care that we have something that we wake up that we can get excited for. I care that I plant a seed for other people to do something in their own lives while they're still here. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop doing this, because this is written on the tablet of my metaphorical soul. It's written on the tablet on my metaphorical forehead and my mind and my brain. There's a folder there that says, I will do this because it's in me to do. And there's got to be something. There's got to be something that those of you out there that say you're lonely or depressed or don't have anything going for you, there's got to be something that you are into, something that drives you, something that excites you, something that you would like doing most of the time. Not all the time, but there's got to be something. What is that something that you connect with? that you jive with, that you resonate with, it somehow gives you some sense of, this is the thing I want to do, or this is where I belong now, or this keeps me busy and distracted. I don't want to say an escape though. I don't like using the word escape necessarily in this video, because a lot of us are continually escaping from our situations. We're running away from everything. We're not facing our problems. We're not actually taking a leap to change what we can change right now. I'm not saying for every little thing. I'm saying for small things, for baby steps with this. And see, as I'm saying this, I know how, if I would have been listening to this years and years ago, it would have probably pissed me off. It would have probably made me angry. It would have upset me. I would have said, who does this guy think he is? Like, oh, look, he's got something going for him. Like, oh yeah, he thinks he's better. Yeah, he's this and that. See, don't look at me like that. Because that's not true. That's not true. I have been through the valley of the shadow of death, and I don't fear no evil now. See, I've been there. I've been there and done it a million times. Like I said, I've gone through disease. I've gone through having family members overdose. I'm going to something right now, but this is my grandfather. I had 3 overdoses in my family in the last 5 years, 6 years. So I know what all that is. I know what it is to be a drug addict. I know what it is. I know how people are, because I've been around all kinds of people. I have slept at black, white, Chinese, Mexican, Puerto Rican, mixed, black and white, Puerto Rican and white, Puerto Rican and black. I have slept and been a part of every single ethnicity. I have been around all people. I have studied them because I cared for them. You see, I studied them and I sat back and got the knowledge, and I didn't judge them. I watched them and said, who are they? I want to know you. I want to know you. Even though some of them didn't give back to me what I was giving them, I still cared for them. I still went to their house to see how they were doing when they weren't doing well, or just out of nowhere, I would just show up at people's doorsteps and knock on their door, and it was like they were shocked. Like, what? Wow, what are you doing here? Like, they would tell me this, like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm just here to check on you. I'm here to see how you're doing. You see, this is how I used to be. But I won't lie, that light in me kind of dwindled. It kind of faded away, because the more that I went on, it's almost like things happen with me. I'm not saying that it's them, it's all them, but it was me and them. But see, there just came a time when I would go to other people, the more that I did it, they just didn't have anything that they were doing. They didn't come to my house. They didn't come to see how I was doing most of the time. They did once in a blue moon, but it was just me, the one that was doing it way more. And this is what kind of drove me away in a way. And this is why I hesitate to be a part of, or collaborate with, or let myself get involved with people in general. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's like I can't throw my pearls to swine anymore. And it's like, when you say that, you have to understand the metaphorical significance of it. I'm not going to give all that I got, and then everybody's just trampling on it and not giving me anything back. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to give all my time and my appreciation and saying, hey, look, I care for you, but do you even care for yourself? Do you even care to care back to me? It's like, and then people will see it as some kind of, however they might think that it is, but it's the essence of servitude. It is the essence of making a change while you can. It's the essence of, even though you're going through something in your mind that's just tricking you, the storm in your mind that's messing with you anyway, even though you're going through that, you still do certain things. But I just ask myself sometimes, some people, some folks just do not have this temperament in them. They have no consideration for other people. You know, and it's just a shame that is, and at the same time, it's something that if they don't look at, then the things that we despise, the things that we don't like, the things that are not fair in this world are gonna keep happening because nobody is willing to look at it. No one is willing to observe it. No one's willing to change it. Like, there's something that in Mendham said about animals dying all the time and stuff. How, if you don't feel for that thing and you don't know that that's happening, how are you going to think it in your mind? See, if you don't know about it, how are you going to think about it? And see, most people don't want to know. They don't want to know about anything because they don't want to take accountability to anything. They want to exclude themselves from everything. See, they don't want to do anything. They don't want to change anything. And they're like, no, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to this negative channel right now and I'm watching it again. And they're just going to tell me what I've been hearing all along. And my problem is just going to keep happening. I'm going to keep doing the same thing I've been doing. I'm not changing anything. F you. This is how some people think, man. And it's absolutely crazy to me. It's just absolutely crazy that they don't even see that they're poisoning their own well. They're literally poisoning their own well when they do this. So anyway, y'all, I got to get going. I have to leave here in like 20 minutes or so. But anyway, like I said, it's like mi casa su casa. It's like, if I'm going to do something and then nobody else is doing whatever, I just can't associate with them kinds of things. It's like, it's kind of like hi, bye, you know, hi, bye. You know, it's like, I play the violin. Do you? No, I don't play the violin. I eat potato chips and do whatever. Oh, well, bye. See you later. You know, it's like, if you don't do something similar, or you don't, you're not of a like mind and you're not going for the things that I'm going for, why am I going to associate with those people? You know, it's kind of like dividing the wheat from the tare here. The people that I want here for myself, the people that I need here are people that are going to also serve themselves and other people. People that are going to take a brutal, honest look at themselves, that will call themselves out, that will do all these things that I talk about. If they're not willing to do that, then, oh, hi, how you doing? I hope, no, not hope. I wish the best for you, but bye, gotta go. I gotta go do this thing. I'm not sitting there. I'm not staying paralyzed. I'm not living in fear anymore. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. I won't do it anymore. And if you're somebody that is that messed up and you can't get out of this thing, then go seek help. Go seek medication, go seek therapy, go seek something. Don't let these guys on the internet tell you that this is a part of their NPCs, and they're just indoctrinating you with stuff. No, you go to do it for yourself because you have to do it for you. It has nothing to do with what they're saying to you. You don't have to take in anything other people are telling you. You're going there to help yourself, or do something else. Find a craft, exercise, go talk with somebody. Go somewhere where you can speak with people that will actually listen to you. See, if they're going to give you more negative shit, if they're just going to keep talking down on you and saying, oh yeah, there's nothing to do, man, and everything sucks, everybody sucks, and yeah, we know that, and we're going to stay this way because nothing's going to change. See, you and I are literally a part of the problem when we do that. And then we expect everything to change. We expect people to come to us. We expect all these things to happen while we're doing nothing at all. No association, you know, I'm to that point. Hi, I wish the best for you. I really do. I care that you care for yourself. But if you don't, bye. See you later. Wish you the best, but see you later. You know, that's to the point I'm at. I just won't associate myself with certain things anymore, you know? So anyway, y'all, I'll let you go. Do what you got to do, whatever. If you want to help support my platform, the blue links are down below and the thumbs up's there. I appreciate it if you do. Thank you. Later.